a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. You get used to these non-stop debates. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of these bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullet with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, it'll damage your influence. Press Q to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to circle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded in the cylinder. For a purpose this time, the logical difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Well, we're not on kind, we're on mean, I think. Sword, kitchen knife set. We got sheath and then we've got the sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Hold on, I wasn't paying attention, I was trying to... It's weird that you have to press Q to circle through it instead of using the mouse wheel. That's really weird.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss
Fuck!
Maizono's
I missed.
wrist.
I think it's that one.
So, she
It
tried
wasn't
to
a
fight
sneak
back.
attack because he's got
She
slashes all over the
kitchen
sheath.
knife she had hidden away.
I don't know how to speed it up. Hold on, how do you speed up? Give me a second. Control. Got it.
And they killed her.
And that's exactly what happened.
Alright,
When the
let's go.
fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Nope,
No, that's wrong.
because the sheath is damaged.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
I think it was started with the knife.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched.
Yep.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Yeah, makes more
That's
sense.
true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Sorry if I had the
I think
kitchen
I get
knife.
it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too.
No.
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
No, because why would they break
Sorry,
her wrist?
but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
If she had the sword, why would they break
How the
her
hell do
wrist?
you not think that?
Her... You dumbass! Her wrist has glitter on
She never
it!
held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Yeah, her hands are spotless. Her palms. There's
You're
nothing
talking
on her
about
palms.
right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
The
Like
sword,
I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off.
yeah.
In fact, if you
Oops,
look,
sorry.
you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Nope. Because the water is turned off at
Sorry,
nighttime.
but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, you stupid moron.
That's not it at all.
During regulations, talk about what happens. The water was off. She was afraid of
According
water.
to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Yup.
I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower yet. You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
What? Okay. Sorry, just moving the mic again.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult. Take the insult and just leave it. Yeah.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka. Sayaka. And Sayaka was the one who
She
attacked
had the
first.
kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
And
Yes.
the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now
Yep.
do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Ta-da!
She took
What?
the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
I'm not
Maybe
sure.
The reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
I thought it was me who suggested we switch rooms for the night. Okay,
would
I guess
also
it was
explain why
Sayaka.
she
I
would
would have.
switch the
I'm gonna have to
nameplates.
rewatch. I'm gonna have to rewatch my videos because I have no
She
idea.
wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that
Yep.
to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
Everyone would be asleep at that time,
For
most
one
likely.
thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
Yeah, but you saw how well that worked earlier. Everyone started blaming me immediately and didn't believe we switched
I don't
rooms.
know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Yeah.
Shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
And now we found the true sort of the true reason as to why I hate Sayaka Mizono. Because what, Makoto?
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? And as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Sure about that, Makoto? And the sweating. Dying message.
It's easy just
Knees
to say,
weak,
hey, decide
palms
who
sweaty,
did it.
mom's spaghetti.
There just aren't any more clues, right?
Nope. That was quick.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
That was quick. Sorry.
Danny, wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
Come on,
Written in her
guys.
own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
You aren't that much of an idiot, right? You can... Excuse me. Let me take a sip of my drink here. But come on, guys. You're all not that much of a bunch of idiots. You can clearly see a faint line that connects the two ones, right?
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask.
Yes?
Can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Her left index finger.
Her
Her
left
finger is
index
covered in
finger
blood.
had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Why do I know that
Sure.
feeling?
I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey,
Come on,
Chihiro,
guys.
You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
Really? Is Fumi smarter than all of you here? Are you
No,
fucking
it's
kidding
just,
me?
Look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but...
How is a Fumi smarter than everyone? Well, apart from Kyoko. How is a Fumi smarter than everyone in this room currently? Maybe Byakuya figured it out. I don't know, he's not really putting input here. But how?
Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Then stop reading them as numbers, read them as letters. Ow, I bit my tongue. Damn it, it's no use, I just don't know. Makoto, come on!
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Thank you! Fuck!
You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Look at the numbers as letters. Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Right, it's obvious, really. Hello.
Here's my answer.
Hi, Leon. How you doing?
The key to solving this mystery.
Danganronpa.